I like to ask any actor that comes on the show if they have any audition horror stories. Is there? I think you told one the last time on the show. Is there anything since that you could tell about? Maybe.
I will say. Oh, I'll give you one.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Okay. It's not nearly. It doesn't come close to the naked. I had my. Okay, so my agent is like, hey, we've got this audition. The guy's got to play piano. I was like, okay, yeah, I play piano, and I do. I actually play piano,
okay.
but I play by ear. I can read music for vocal, but I don't read music. Like I can read music, but I don't. My brain doesn't translate. I'm very musically oriented, and I'm fortunate to be very musically gifted, but my brain doesn't translate notes on a page to what my hands should do on a piano. Do you know what I mean? So
I'm exactly the same, dude.
Yeah. So like if I hear the song a few times, I can figure it out, and then I can really start playing it. If I know the song, if I've heard the song 100 times, sit me at a keyboard for 10 minutes, and I'll probably have most of it worked out, and be playing it like well, you know what I mean? Like fully built, not just faking it, but actually playing it. In 2 minutes, I can fake it. You know, I can hold chord and do walks and stuff, you know, a couple of arpeggios maybe, but in 10 minutes I can play it for you, you know? But so she's like, do you play piano? I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, well, we need to, you know, you playing a song on piano. So I play a song on piano, I sing, and then play the song on piano. We put it over there, we send it in. I get a call back. I come in, they're like, yeah, you're going to have a piano there, you know, for you to play. I was like, no sweat. I come in, I'm completely ready to go. I've got the same song that I submitted plus a couple of others in case, you know, that I just played a couple of times just to make sure that I'm fresh and good with it. I get in, they put this fucking orchestration in front of me, bro. That was like for the show, like what they wanted the character to play. And I was like a concerto. And I was like, what? And it wasn't like Moonlight Sonata. I could play that with my eyes. It wasn't like one that you know. It was like a fucking like Bach 13th or something. And I was like looking at it. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck is this, man? I think, but you're in the room, so like you don't want to, you know, and they're like, you read music? And I was like, yeah. You know, and before I've seen it, right? And so I'd walked myself into it, and it was like every one of those nightmares that you see in sitcoms where the person says they can do something and really truly can't and just fucking eat a dick.
Well, because that's kind of one of the things they tell you is like, just say yes, even if you can't do it. Just
I mean,
figure it out.
And I can like,
but you could actually play.
If you gave, I can really play, and if you gave me sheet music for a vocal line, I can really sing, and I could sing that vocal line, right? But it's like the way that it's broken out on the different staffs and all of that for piano, while I understand the music theory, I'm doing
so
air quotes.
If they gave you the song to listen to, you would have went in and ripped it.
Yeah, it was a song. I wasn't even, I mean, you know, and like, you know, I'm not like a classical like savant for classical music either. So like, I don't even know, you know, I wasn't even sure if it was one I'd ever heard before, based on the title, because it was like a number, like Pachelbel's canon in D. Everybody's got a canon in D, right? So if you gave me like, you know, Mozart's canon in D instead of Pachelbel, I'd be like, I don't know that I know this. I don't know that I know this song. I don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm looking at.
So what'd you do?
Bro, I sat there for a second, and it was a come to Jesus moment. It was a couple of beats of a come to Jesus of me sitting there playing a couple like tinkling the ivories a little bit. You know what I mean? Like ding. Yep, this piano's in. I was like, do I say, oh, this piano's not in tune, or this piano's not regulation? You know what I mean? It was just so bad, bro. And so finally I just looked and was like, I don't read music to this level. Do you have a recording of it or anything? And they were like, and I was like, or should I just leave? Maybe I'll just leave then, because you guys definitely don't. I've just absolutely dicked this over but the funny part is that I got all the way seated
to that point,
on the piano bench looking at this music that I knew I could not read. That'd be like me handing you the Rosetta Stone and being like, walk me through it. Do you speak English? Perfect. Walk me through this shit, will you? Be like, what the fuck?
I have this feeling though that happened a few times. that day.
Oh yeah,
bro,
it had to have. Yeah, you should have seen this fucking music they had in front of me. I mean, honest to God, like even I don't know many. I mean, one of my best friends is a fantastic piano player named Andrew McMahon. He is a emo and rock musician. He was the front man for Something Corporate and Jack's Mannequin, and now Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness. He was just playing When We Were Young Fest and all of that. And he's got a show in Flagstaff actually on the 7th. I'll be up there for that.
Oh, nice.
So, but I mean, he can really play. And he's the first person I called when I walked out. And I actually had remembered what the piece was at that. I still remembered. So I was able to call him right away. Be like, bro, this is what they put in front of me. And he's like, fuck me. Did they tell you?
Even him?
No, I mean, he's capable of it, obviously. Yeah. But even he was like, fuck, bro. Yeah, that's not, they're not dicking around. Did they warn you? And I was like, they said that I would have to play in the callback. They said you would have to, come ready to play. But I mean, I thought, and the song that I did when I submitted wasn't like,
it's like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Yeah, bro. Like it wasn't. I mean, like it was strong.
No,
like,
I know.
It had like a piano break to it, but it was not. It was.
They just wanted someone that shreds.
They wanted someone that absolutely shreds, and they did not prepare anyone based on the instruction of the callback for that. It was a nightmare.
At that point, wouldn't it be easier just to hire a professional pianist than an actor?
No, yeah, and I do usually when I'm doing my penis work, I do have a professional for it.